Breathe in, move, listen. Invite Jesus to your space.
Welcome to Rise. Rise to your purpose. We're on the or side. Last week we did oneness. Today is Rise. And next week will be Educate. And that will finish our Restore program. I hope you've learned a lot on your journey, because every day we step on our mats, it's something new. Something else comes to our mind when we're working with our intuition, which is the third eye today that we're going to work with in the sixth chakra. So for a moment, close your eyes, put your finger right between the two brows, and connect with your breath here. Remind yourself that right here, this is the center of your intuition and your imagination. It is powerful when you learn to listen and trust what you see and hear. So continuing to connect with our breath, know that it's there. If it's interesting, if you've ever been in any of my live classes and I do a massage on the back of your neck, I'll always end with a finger point right on the third eye to help you welcome in all the beautiful intuition, imagination, so that you can learn to listen and understand what you see and hear, especially during Shavasana. So with your next breath, let's come into a child's pose, nice and soft, whatever feels good for you. We'll stretch it out here on the mat, and then allow the body to melt into the mat. Connect with your breath again. Most importantly, reset your foundation. While we're in child's pose here, I want you to visualize the day you want to have today. Close your eyes, connect, and listen for guidance. Just for a moment, visualize the day that you seek to have today, right here, right now. Good. Stay with your breath. And as you let this run through your mind for just a moment as it unfolds, maybe stay with it if you haven't finished, but if you have, come back up onto the knees. We'll move into Nadi Shoshana breath, which actually helps stimulate the third eye chakra. So if you have not done Nadi Shoshana or alternate nostril breath, you'll take your pointer or your middle finger, whatever feels most comfortable, right into the third eye between the two eyebrows. We'll close off the right nostril with our thumb. Take a nice deep breath in. And then we close off the pinky to the left, hold for a pause. Then we exhale, let the right nostril open with the thumb, and exhale it out. Good. Inhale through the right. Close, hold, pause, release the left, and exhale. This is where you travel at your own pace, your own time. And if you feel clogged at all, go take a pause. Go to the bathroom, blow out your nose. So important to breathe equally out of right and left nostril to balance the brain. A lot of times when we're blocked in the nostrils, I want you to continue with your breath. So close down your eyes and just listen to my voice. But when we are blocked in the right side, closing off the right nostril and just breathing through the left will actually stimulate SNS, sympathetic nervous system, or flight and fight. So if we breathe just through the left, it will do the opposite, stimulate the PNS, this parasympathetic nervous system or calming state of your mind. So right now I'm asking you to offer balance, not one versus the other. We're just bringing balance into the body by alternating between right and left. So stay with that breath. Focus on your third eye. Invite in intuition and imagination into your practice, and allow you to learn to listen and trust what you see and what you hear today on your mat. Maybe one or two more breath cycles here with your pace. And as you take that last cycle of breath or two, discern your personal mission. That's what our focus is today. Line upon line, rise to your purpose. Focusing more on thanking thee, the divine, for that purpose instead of asking, why me? Because what we focus on will increase. We've learned that in R.E.S.T.O.R.E. Our mantra today to finalize our breath is, I am listening and trusting my purpose I see and hear. Beautiful. Let's start to slowly take it back to child's pose. Stay with our breath. And I want you to imagine what you were born to do, but right now I want you to take your hands behind your back. We'll take a block if you have one at home, or a book or a prop, or maybe you won't. Maybe you'll just connect with the mat, but we're going to connect our third eye chakra with the earth. So interlace your hands behind you, open the chest, and then exhale, come on down. Rest the third eye right there on the block or the floor. Take a chest expansion. You can take the block high or low, or maybe you don't even need a block today if you have a little bit more flexibility in your shoulders or in your knees or hips. We exhale and we rest right between the two brows. Let the shoulders open through the heart center. And imagine right now, what were you born to do? What did God send you here to this earth to do? What is your purpose? Focus on it line upon line. Stay with that. If you can go lower, go lower. If you can take it to the mat, go ahead and find that stimulation between the third eye, the sixth chakra. Our color today is purple. But go with the flexibility that your body allows you in this moment. Last breath here. And then gently and slowly take your time to rise up, nice and slow, to your purpose today. Let's move the block out and move right into cat and cow. Take a nice shoulder, knee stack, shoulders over wrist, hips over knees. Look up to the heavens. Then exhale, tuck the chin to chest. Good, navel to spine. One movement, one breath. Connecting asana with breath now as we move through our postures today. We'll start to build heat. We will rise today to our purpose today. So at any time you need to make a modification or you need to rest, give yourself permission to do so. Never wait for permission from me. This is your class, your practice, your mini laboratory right here on your mat. We'll roll out anything left tense or tight here. I'm just your guide today on your journey today. And there's so many options and so many things that you'll choose from today. So let's make those choices. Stay in a nice tabletop. We're going to extend the left leg long, nice and long on the mat. When you're ready, we're going to take a rainbow kick from one side, up and over as far as your leg will let you travel. So go at your space. Up and over 10 times. We'll use our breath. Exhale, square off your hips, square off the shoulders, and think for a minute. How much area can you encompass with this circular movement? Maybe it's your purpose. How far is your reach? How far is your pull? How far is your influence? Pull your navel up into your spine. Core is strong and active. Shoulders roll down away from your ears as you move and lengthen. There's no speed right here. It's whatever speed you want to take it. When you finish your 10, come back to center, straight leg, dorsal flex the foot. 10, 9, pull the navel up into the spine so you're not working the low back. You're supported through the core. We're pushing the buttocks, strengthening it, lengthening through breath. Natural extension through the spine and the neck. Good. And last one, option to hold the leg right there. Move into your tricep push-ups from here. Modify where you need to modify. Take care of your body. Good. Use your breath. Let yourself rise with the breath. Purpose is not always easy, actually. And most of the time, discerning your purpose is the hardest part. Doing is relatively easy. So stay with your last breath, maybe 1 or 2 push-ups to go. Good. Hold here, hold strong right in the center. We're gonna take this same leg out to the side wall and we'll tap the earth and lift to the heavens. Square off the body. If your wrists tend to bother you today, you can always move fists for wrists. So make those modifications. If you need to take a rest, take a rest. Take that time for yourself. Exhale, lift and lower. Good. You've got 2 to go. Good job. Bring it back to center. Rise up, pull in. Knee comes in and extend long. Now, if you want to rise a little bit more today, we're going to take our knee up off the floor and hover it. Good. Inhale, exhale. Find what works with your practice. Moving into rise, listening and hearing exactly where you're supposed to go with your breath. 2 more to go. Modify where you need to. Good. Wherever you are. 3-legged dog. Extend high to the sky. Deep breath here. Reset it. And let the hips open. Let's stack our hip right over top of the other. Open through sideways. Take a deep breath. Look under that armpit. Modify where you need to modify. Stay with the breath. Good. Let it all go. Detoxify. Let's do some knee circles while we're here. Keep stacking. Rotate the knee. Good. If you need to rest, come down to the knees and rest. Reverse the circle. When you're ready. Good. Open your space. Maybe extend a leg if you want to. So good. Come back to plank. Hold your plank. Nice, sturdy, strong plank. Maybe your fists for wrists. Maybe it's full starfish fingers. Shine that light through the crown of your head. Maybe it's modified with your knees to the floor. Hold strong. Hold steady. Stay with your rise. You're doing a great job. Zip up those ankles. Take a knees, then chest and chin. Flow out wherever you wish to travel. Maybe it's cobra. Maybe it's full upward dog this morning. Listen and meet me back in downward dog. Let's reset our breath. Good. So good. Take the same leg that we worked in the knee circles. Take it back up to the sky. Step through between the 2 hands. Whether you want to ground today or if you're ready to rise and work hard today, take it up off the floor. No judgments, no expectations. I'll work from here today because I'm going to try to guide you to help you grow. Anytime you need to drop your knee, drop. Deep breath in. Let it all go. Weight is heavy in the front foot. We're wiggling our toes, splitting our mat 50-50 front to back, lifting through our pelvic floor. Like you're zipping up tight jeans. Good. Open scapular retraction. We've got 7 more to go. Stay strong. And 5. Good. 4. Squeeze those scapula. 2 to go. Last one. Hold strong right here. Open and press with the elbows. Good. Give a nice chest press, like you're moving through thick mud. Anytime you're getting tired today, don't wait for permission from me. If you need to drop your knee, drop your knee. Stay strong with your practice and rise to the purpose that's within you. Good. 2 to go. You're doing great. Stay with it. Open it up. Let's reach forward and open. Okay, we're gonna reach forward and pull back now. My leg's on fire. I'm sure yours is too. Purpose is not easy. It's probably one of the hardest things we'll ever do. Remember, doing is relatively easy, so stay focused with that third eye chakra, ability to listen, to hear, intuition, and imagination. You're doing so good. Hold it right here. Open it up. Good. Circle forward. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open to the sky. You're strong. Stay with me. So good. Drop your knee. Little breath of heaven. Reach it up. Good. Exhale, frame your foot. You did so good. Half split. Grab a block or two if you'd like. Sink into the hips. Lead with your heart. Lead with love. Good. Open the crown of the head, the third eye. Find your intuition. Find the imagination. Listen, hear, see. Exhale, soften. Let it go. Discovering your purpose. Good. You did so good. Last one. Opposition will come every single day. It's what tests our persistence and courage. But it's what turns us to God. So that's the beauty of opposition. Come forward into low lunge. Good. Half split. Let's flow this out. Working into that hamstring, working into the psoas release. Good. Exhale back. One more time. Travel forward. Open to the sky. Exhale back. Move forward to the front of your mat. Twisted high lunge. Knees grounded. Or pick it up off the floor if you wish to extend. Both feet are working 50-50, pulling that mat front to back. Good. Sorry, other shoulder. I got mixed up there. Open your heart. Hand is on the inside of the foot. Feel the pressure between the two brows, your third eye. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Good. If you need to drop the knee, drop the knee. Swivel back down. We're going to go right to side plank on the same side. So connect your feet. Right hand comes to the center. Open to side plank. Option to drop the knee here. Modified side plank. Hips up high to the sky. Deep breath in. I'm going to challenge your rise here. If you want to stay here, stay here. If you're ready for more, pick that leg up off the floor. Star pose. Deep breath in. You can be modified in star pose also. Add movement with your leg. Let's do 5. Good. 4. We exhale on the hardest part. Lift, strong through side body. 1 more to go. Hold at the top. You're doing so good. Deep breath. Exhale, bring it back to center. Flow it out. Rest it out. Maybe you're just, I'm done my purpose. I'm ready to rest. And that's okay. So do what feels good for your body. Stay with that breath. Come back to child's pose. Check in. Let it all go. Good. Let's go right into the other side, balancing our bodies. Still working on purpose and rise. We're going to extend the right leg this time. Get ready, get strong through the core. Pull the belly up into the spine. Point your toe behind. Shoulders are square, hips are square. Shine the light through the crown of the head. If you're ready and you have your alignment, let's see how far your reach is with your toe. How far can you reach through your purpose? What have you been specifically sent here to do? What were you born to do? What did God send you and need you to do? And do it on purpose. Good. Stay with your breath. You have 10 of these. Use the core, use the glutes. Good. And where are the blockages in your life that may not allow you to reach as far as your reach will travel? So clear out what's blocking your purpose, blocking your rise. Stay with it. Let it come to your mind, your intuition, your imagination. Last one. Finish your 10 if you haven't. Pull that navel into the spine, dorsiflect the spine, the foot. Sometimes we want to drop the back. Pull it in, pump it up. Here we go. 10, 9, 8. Use the glutes. Fist for wrist if we need to change it up. Stay with the breath. Good, you're strong. 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Tricep push-ups if you're ready. Let's go for 8. However you can, however many you can, stay with it. Elbows point to the back of the mat. You're strong. Good. Level the hips so we have equal balance right to left. Right side, left side. So good. Exhale on the lift. You're strong. Last one. Stay with it. Hold here. Deep breath. Let's take it out to the side. Point your toe. Tap the floor and lift. You've got 10. You can do this. So go with it. Fist for wrists if you need to. Or starfish fingers. Stay strong. This one's hard. You've got this though. You can do it. Power up the side obliques, the side body, the glute. Lead with your heel. Exhale on the lift. Hardest part. Here we go. You can do anything with breath. Let it be your guide that moves your vehicle, the fuel that gets it where it needs to go. So good. Travel back. Deep breath, spinal balance. Exhale, let it out. So good. Knee to chest. Here we go. This is modified. In and out. If you want a little bit more, you can kick it up a notch. Rise up off your mat. Hover and extend. But if that's not in your practice today, anchor your knee. Where does your body serve you best? Listen. Let it guide you. Don't let the mind get in the way. Good. 2 more. Finish it up. Hold it here, 3-legged dog when you're ready. Stack your hip right over left. So good. Hold. Be with your breath. Let that heart rate start to settle with your breath. Look under your armpits. Let it all go. Rotate your knee circle if you're ready. Take a break whenever you need it. Come back in when your body's ready and willing. Reverse the circle. Good. Give it space. So good. Extend. Deep breath. 3-legged dog. Hold high. Come to your plank and hold. Stack steady and strong. Fist or wrist if you need to. Knee strap if you need to modify. Shine the light through the crown of your head. Belly pulls in. Natural extension of the neck. Good. Belly pulls in. Stay with that breath. Visualize the place between the 2 brows, the third eye chakra. Stick with it. Listen and hear. All right, flow it out or rest it out however you wish. Where do you need to travel? Maybe you need to add an extra push-up if you're feeling like you're really rising today. Or take a breath to recover. Check in. Let's do a rollout with the wrists while we're here. Good. Give health and love to your wrists. Backwards on the mat. Sink into the hips. Keep the breath flowing. Try to keep that heart rate coming down. Open and close the wrists. You've done a lot of work through Restore. You're strengthening every day, and today's practice is probably going to be one of the strongest ones to build strength. So we can work into our purpose. Backwards on our mat. Shift out through the hips. Give yourself a pat on the back. You did a great job. When you're ready and willing, let's go back into our right leg high to the sky. I gave you a little break. I was going to take you right into it, so you're welcome. Step between the 2 hands. Here we go. If you want to drop your knee. Serve your purpose wherever you need to be. Lift up tall and strong. Ground in the front body. Ground into the heel. Wiggle those toes. Spark up the back leg. Split the mat 50-50. I'm splitting so far forward and back that I could split my mat right in between. I'm lifting through my pelvic floor, zipping up my tight jeans. Feeling the Kegel muscle down below. Deep breath in. Exhale. Good. Open and close. You have 8. Spark up your back toe and be steady and strong with the back leg. Lunge forward. Deep breath. Use the quads. When you need to rest, never wait for permission, but always stay with the breath and the movement. Good. Focus between the third eye, between the 2 brows. Good. R.E.S.T.O.R.E right there, that point of concentration. Hold here. Deep breath. Hold strong. Open and close the elbows. Here we go for 8 and 7. Exhale. Inhale. Wiggle your toes in front. Weight is in your heel. Stay strong. Good. Dynamic tension flowing through the whole body. Good. If you get off balance and you fall out, open your legs a little bit wider. Hold here. Let's tap the water down on the other side just slightly, like you're just splashing water right there. Work your rotator cuff. Heart is open towards the heavens above. Stay with it. Strong, sturdy. Good. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Reach forward and pull back. Reach and pull. Good. I know this is hard. This is work. This is purpose. If we get off, we get off. We get back in. This is climbing mountains. When we want to give up, we stay with it. We stay with the intuition. We stay with the imagination, the purpose that's come into our lives, that you can do hard things. What were you born to do? Hold here, open the arms. Good. Ooh, backwards this time. We're almost there. Stay with me. You're doing great. 2, 1. Open your heart. Whoa, to the heavens. Drop the knee. That is a bit of heaven. Good job. Frame your foot. Grab blocks if you need. We're exhaling back into half split. And I'm out of breath too. Good. There is this beautiful tree that you can visualize on your climb that you get to rest for a bit. So let's move with our breath forward and back. Drop into the psoas. Release it. Extend. Open hearts, open throats. Shine through that third eye. Lead with pure intent. Good. Inhale with your breath. Let's hold our half split for a breath. Square your hips. This right hip pulls back if right hip's in front. Left hip pulls forward. So let's stay with this. Lengthen through our spine. Square our hips, our back. Lead with your heart. Exhale, soften. Good. Come back into your lunge. Twisted high lunge, either on a block or off. We're on the inside of our foot. Knee is on the floor or off. There's no right or wrong, so just listen to your body. But this is rise, so you do need to challenge yourself just a little bit. Not that this is where you need to be, but if you're feeling like, I'm okay where I'm normally at, do something different today than what you normally do for just a moment, and then you can come have a rest. So stay with it. Deep breath in. We're gonna go right to side plank. Stack your plank. Move into the other arm. Drop the knee if you wanna modify. I'm gonna turn around so you can see me. Open the hips high to the sky, either full or modified. Stay steady. Make your body this human banana. Get ready, if you want, to lift your leg up off the floor. Star pose. Lift through the heel, the glutes. Side waist is working. 5 lifts. Good. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Woo, stay strong. Good, you're doing great. That's it. Hold. Take it over to your plank. I'm going to turn around. Hold your plank. Deep breath, sturdy plank, steady and strong. Stay with it. Option to flow it out, option to rest, or option to modify. Knees chest in, chin, whatever you'd like. Deep breath. Where does your breath take you? Maybe you're twisting. Wherever you are, let's meet back in child's pose. Take a drink of water, replenish however you need to. We've done most of the hard work already, so enjoy yourself to open into deeper asanas with our bodies. When you're ready, we're going to move to a seated posture. Rehydrate wherever you need to. Take a cross-legged pose. Recognize what foot's in front because we're going to switch in just a minute. Good. Take a block if you want to work into this. We'll go right into our seated side bend. Open through your shoulders. Sits bones are grounded, 2 push pins into the earth. We lift up like someone's got a string through the crown of our head. If we want to block, we might rest there with our elbow, but we open the shoulder. We stay open through the chest. Reach up and over our ear. Maybe look to the sky, close down the eyes and breathe. Stay with it. If you don't want to use a block and you're ready for the floor, go for the floor or fingertips. But listen to where you need to be without those sits bones rising up off the floor. Stay with your breath. Let's transfer to the other side. Switch your legs. Might feel a little bit not as natural, but that's okay. We need to balance body. Good. All right. Ground. Open. And up and over. Close down the eyes. What's going on in the body? What do you feel? What do you recognize here? Discern your personal mission today, line upon line. Let's focus more on thanking thee, the divine, rather than why me. If you've already received your purpose and you know it, you might be hiding from it. So stay with the gratitude of the trust that God's given you for this important role that you have to play right here, right now. So let's come back up nice and slow. Maybe we switch our legs or we just stay where we are. We're going to go ahead and push up into a nice little extension. Open the hips, open the heart, right up to the sky just for a breath. Open up everything that's closed down in your body. Open with your breath. Work in 4th, 5th, and 6th chakra. Good. Last breath. Release it down towards the earth. Good job. Let's just let it go. Sigh it out. And then let's go back to our all fours. Move into cat and cow. Our heart rate might still be elevated. Maybe before you stuck with cat and cow, and now you want to do an organic direction with your body. Maybe you're sticking with cat-cow or cat to child's pose to cow. Whatever feels good in your body, I want you to go there. Check in. Starfish fingers clasped to the rock of the ocean. We'll move from here into puppy posture, anahata, or heart-melting pose. Hips are directly over our knees. We stay here. We don't want our elbows to touch the floor here. We really want to work into the pressure of the hands, pushing the body away and letting the heart melt to the earth below. So maybe the 3rd chakra or the 3rd eye chakra is to the floor. You can feel it between the 2 brows. Maybe it's your nose or your chin, and you're looking forward for a little bit deeper stretch. Wherever you are is exactly where you need to be. So let's just give a heartfelt prayer here. To understand your spiritual gifts, stay in your puppy posture, cultivate, expand your gifts. Because as you do expand these gifts, you will rise and change the world. So stay with that last breath of anahata. And then let's go to cobra. Extend through your top body, close down your eyes. Keep that drishti, that point of concentration between the 3rd eye, between the brows. Imagination, intuition. Cultivating your spiritual gifts right there where you can see and hear. Come back into anahata, heart melting pose. We've been here before, so find a deeper posture. Connect through the 3rd eye, maybe the nose, the chin, or the chest. And then come on forward, cobra pose. Look up towards the sky, close down the eyes. Neck is up long, glottis is open in the throat. Stay with your concentration between the 2 brows. Steady and strong, and then let that breath go. When you're ready, let's push back into the heels. Walk the hands back, move right into downward dog. Take your dog for a walk in the park. Be mindful of your calves. Wiggle your hips side to side, whatever feels good to work out this part of your body. Remember to really work into those starfish fingers. There's space between the palm of your hand. And stay with the breath. Maybe you're sinking on that next breath. Good. Let's move to plank. 10-second hold right here. Zip up your tight jeans through the ankles all the way through the pelvic floor. Pull the abdominals up into the spine. Shoulders away from the ears. We're pushing the earth away from our bodies. Shine the light through the crown of the head. Stay with your breath. Shine the light. Good. Stay focused, determined, strong. You're doing a great job here. Last breath. And then rest it out, flow it out however you wish. Maybe you're just ready to rest. What serves you best? Good. Stay with your child's or your down dog. Wiggle out any wrists that are tight or hurting or bothersome. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Reset that breath. We'll go right into three-legged dog. Right leg goes up. Stay with your breath. Hip stack one more time. Open. We've been here before, so find a deeper posture. Maybe you straighten your leg this time. Maybe we do circles with a straight leg or knee bent. Maybe you're just still. Maybe you're stacked. What serves you best. Stay with your breath. Good. We're going to go knee to elbow. Same knee, same elbow. 4 times. Now, if you need to modify this, drop your knee to the floor and support it on the ground. If not, stay up tall. Rise with purpose. Exhale on the hardest part, coming forward. Inhale, lift. Point your toes. Good. You've got one more. You're strong. You're finding your purpose. Hold it high to the sky. When you're ready, step between the 2 hands. Take a lunge, either modified or full lunge. Look towards the heavens above. Lift it up to the sky. And then when you're ready, exhale, frame the foot. Twisted lunge once again. Hand on the inside, right wing pulls to the sky. We can have our knee on the floor or off, your choice. Stay with it. Block can be supported on our floor. Good. Maybe you take the hand behind the back. Hands come and frame the foot. We're going to go right into pyramid. So if you need blocks, grab them. We're going to come up taller instead of our half split. So if you need to pause the video, grab some books, blocks, let's do that now. We're going to stay with the breath. Pull both hips right here. Whatever foot is forward, I want you to pull that same hip back. So if it's that right, pull it back, push the left forward. Maybe you spark up the heel behind or spark up the toes in front. So many options. There's no judgments, no expectations, but it's what you feel in your body, what allows your body to open and release that pent-up energy. Long extension of the spine. Lead with love and light through the heart and the crown. Come into lunge. Drop the hip flexor, drop the psoas, maybe you drop your knee. And then exhale back to pyramid. We'll be with that for just a few times here, so stay with your breath. Move however your breath takes you. One asana, one breath. We're all going to be different because our breath is different. So really tune in. And then meet me back in pyramid one more time. Let go of anything still holding, no longer serving. And stay with the rise to your purpose. It should mean everything to you. This is why you were sent at this time. So don't let the world leave its mark on you. You were born to leave your mark on the world. Soften your breath. Last breath here. You're doing such a great job. Let's go back to our high lunge. We'll open up our chest, go heavy into the legs as we, open up the chest, sorry. I want you to sweep and open. Grab as much goodness as you can gather and open up through the heavens. We've got 2 more to go. Good, you're doing great. One more, make it your best. Sweep it, gather it, hold it there. Deep breath. Good, hands come to the earth. We'll go back into go right into standing split. So if you want to block, kick the back leg up to either halfway or all the way up into extending leg as high as you can. Now there's 2 options. I'll let you have an option to keep your hips square or slightly shift stack so you can get that leg up higher to the sky. There's no right or wrong here. Just expand through that standing straddle split. Work into the calf and the hamstring. Let the head be heavy. Let it all go. Good. Now I want you to square your hips. We're going to warrior 3. So hips are square, dorsal flex the back foot. If you have a block, support yourself if you want. You might choose to take one hand off the floor or 2. Choice is yours. Stay with your breath. Where is the third eye? Where's your point of concentration? The drishti between the 2 brows. Stay with your intuition, your imagination, your focus, determination, compassion, your willpower, not your won't power. Good, stay with your breath. Let it go. Bring the knee into the chest, travel slow. Use the abdominals. We'll do 2 of these. Pull it in tight. Flow back and forth from warrior 3 to knee to chest. Stay strong through the supported leg. Good. Last one. Stay steady and strong here. Warrior 3. Square off the hips. Good. You're focused, determined. If you fall out, that's okay. Just get back in. Let the body wobble if it needs to. We're going to go into half moon. Drop the hand to the block or the floor. We'll stack this open hip on top of the other hip. Open hand to hip. We're slightly bent through the knee so we don't wobble or fall out. Now if we fall out, that's okay. That's being human. But being a yogi is getting in again and rising again and again and again. Right? Skip that natural man. Stay with it. Open it up. Maybe you extend the arm high to the sky. Maybe you pick your hand up off the floor. And if you fall out, you try it again. Rising again and again and again. You're doing so good. Stay with your breath. Ninja-like movement. Woo! I got off balance. Soft, 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 quiet. Back to warrior 2. I'll do better on the next time. Shake it out. Shoulders down. Good. Point of concentration. What am I saying? I'll do better next time. That was beautiful. That was great. That's exactly where I needed to be. So let's open. Let's see if we can see that toe out the top of the knee. Pull back the upper body. Sink the lower body down. Open up. Pull these heels towards one another, lifting our pelvic floor. Good. We rest when we need to rest, and we get back in when we need to. Let's turn it over. Peaceful warrior. Paint your sky. With your breath, your legs are strong. This is rise. You're doing it. So stay with it. Let it go. Side angle. Pick where you want to be, on top of the thigh or the floor, or it's a block. Where do you open best? Through your shoulder to reach and open over the ear. So stay with that breath. Don't close it off. Open through the chest. Good. Come back to warrior 2 when you're ready. Abdominals are working strong. Good. Swivel down towards the floor and stay with that breath. Lunge it out from pyramid to lunge 4 times. We've been here before, so find a little bit deeper space this time. Find something else to let go of in your practice, on your mat. So many in the world are letting it change them. So don't let the world change you. When you were born, you changed the world. Let's hold here, a deep breath. All right, ready to flow to plank. Flow it out, rest it out, however you want to be, whatever you need to do. Check in, recoup, recover, hydrate, to move on to your second side. You're doing great, steady and strong. Reset it. And when you're ready, let's go to downward dog. Ready and willing. Left leg will go up, 3-legged dog. Good. Hip stack. Let's open those hips again. Take your knees on circles or straight legs, whatever feels good. We've been here before, so find something different. What can you let go of more? When you're ready, the same knee touches the elbow, 4 of those. Remember, we can modify by dropping a knee to the floor, or we can keep it off the floor. Stay with your breath. Exhale on the hardest part. 1 pose, 1 breath. Last one. So good. It's hard work. Good. Let's step between the 2 hands. Prepare for lunge. Either up on the toes or down on the knee. Wherever you choose. Good. We'll swivel it down. Twisted lunge. Either low lunge or high lunge. If we want to add extra space, you can always add a block. Remember, everybody's practice is going to look different every day, every hour, every week. So listen to what's calling for you, one side versus the other. Let's move into pyramid from there. Blocks if you need blocks. Extend the body however you need. But most importantly, level your hips. So this left foot, that left hip is pulling back while the right hip pushes forward. Flatten up your back and your spine. Stay strong through the top of the heart, throat, third eye, the place between the two brows. Stay with that melting breath. Move into lunge. Drop the hips, so as stretch. Good. Knees are either on or off the floor. No right or wrong here. Exhale back to pyramid. We're going to do that one more time with your breath. Open the psoas. Exhale, let it go. Good. Stay strong. Hold for a breath or two. Maybe you spark the back toes. Maybe you spark the front toes. Maybe they're flat. Just let go wherever you are and let heal. You're doing such a great job. Last breath. We'll take it to high lunge when you're ready. Open up towards the sky. Remember, we've got these beautiful circles with our arms. So take it forward. Gather up all you can. And then expand and open the heart. You've got 3 to go. Deep breath. Weight is in your front heel. Wiggle your toes. You're halfway there. Good. Last one. Hold steady and strong up to the heavens above. We'll dive it down. Go to your standing splits. Grab a block if you want. If you want to keep your hips square. If you want to slightly open them, reach your toe as high to the sky as you want. Go for it. If you want to block, grab it. What works for your practice? Maybe you're grabbing the back of your calf and working into balance. This practice is yours. Stay with that leading fuel of your body, your vehicle, your breath. Now square your hips, warrior 3. Flex the foot, dorsal flex behind. If you want to stay supported on your block, go ahead. If not, maybe you pick up one hand or 2, or maybe none today. Find your focal point of concentration between the 2 eyes. One side may be more wobbly than the other, and that's okay. Just listen and see which side is stronger than the other. Pay attention, no judgments, no attachments. Last one, knee to chest, 2 times, flow it out. Use your abs, pull in, lift your pelvic floor. Good, exhale, extend. Stay with it, strong. And if we fall out, we fall out, right? We get back in. We stay with it. We rise again and again and again. Hold your warrior 3, flex your foot, stay with it, stay strong. Half moon when you're ready. We open the hip, stack it. Reach our wing up to the sky if we're ready. And if our balance is steady, we might take it off the floor. We may not. We may fall out, but we rise, rise, rise again and again and again and again. Stay with it. Good. Good. Stay with it. Focus. Slowly, ninja-like movement back to the back of your mat. Warrior 2. Or shake it out. Wiggle it out. Watch your toe. Make sure it's peeking outside your knee. Find where you can pull back and lower down with the lower body. Pull your heels. Lift through your pelvic floor. I can't stress that enough. So many times we're in yoga and we think we're engaging our body, but if we're not engaging the pelvic floor, the whole body isn't stacked like a long ladder with our chakras. So if you're questioning what that means, lift through your pelvic floor, I'll just think about zipping up tight jeans, really, and holding, stimulating the Kegel muscle down in the lower body. Yeah, stay with this. So important. Good, stay with that. Look over those fingertips. Find your focal points. Work into the inner thighs by pulling those heels together. Lift. Good, we're squeezing everything, we're pulling everything, we're lifting up, activating the abdominals here. We'll reverse our warrior, but I'll still keep that pelvic floor engaged. We'll lift, lengthen, tighten. Changes the whole pose. Good. Exhale, side angle. Don't let go of the pelvic floor. Go ahead and rest, come back in. Find it again with every posture. It stacks ladder on top of ladder. Head over heart, heart over pelvis. Let's go back to warrior two. When you're ready, hold here steady and strong. Let it go. Good. Let's pivot towards the front into a nice lunge. Flow it out. I'm going to turn. You're going to be up to the other one. Flow it out. Pyramid two, lunge. Good. Then flow out your practice or rest. Wiggle your wrists, whatever you need to do to just come back to your breath. We'll find ourselves back in child's pose or down dog whenever you're ready, when you're willing. Maybe we look to the top of our mat here. We take a walk or a step or a hop, travel however we wish that we want to go. We'll hit an eagle here for a moment, so rise up nice and slow. If you have a block or a book, it might be great to do this. For prep, go and put it on the outside. Right foot's gonna go up and over. I want you to feel the pressure between the two quadriceps in eagle posture. Maybe you always wrap your toe, and that's okay. But if you're not pressing your quadriceps, you're not getting the point of the pose. I want you to squish like you've got a nut right between two cracking, but I want you to squish. Squish, squish, squish. Whatever top leg's on top, we'll take that arm on bottom. So lift up to the top arms, pull down to the traps. Really squeeze. This is so good for our lymphatic system. Put pressure right down between the quads. Good. Replenishing fresh blood and oxygen to all limbs. Release. Keep that leg crossed. Move your block if you need to in front. We're going to keep it to the floor and fold down through forward fold. Head hangs heavy. We'll work into the back of the hamstring. Good. Stay with that breath. Let it go. So good. All right. Go ahead. And gently and slowly we'll move into pigeon from here. So move the block if it's there. This forward foot will stay at the blade edge of the corner of the mat. This back leg travels back. We'll open up our hip as much as we can. Prop where you need to prop. Remember, space is really important to close off space so we stay grounded towards the earth in pigeon. Now, if this is too much, we go to supine pigeon on our backs, figure four. So work wherever you need to be. Connect dorsal plexus foot. Let's soften into it for 2 breaths. Maybe you're sleeping pigeon, maybe you're up high. Wherever you are, be with your thought that the influence, whatever your influence, where God has put us and where He wants us to be. Because that's exactly where you need to be. We're going to start to wiggle out of that nice and slow. Come back to a down dog when you're ready. Let's go to eagle on the other side. Lift that knee into the chest when you're ready. Put a block if you'd like support. Lift it up, squish it out. Let's focus on bringing the quadriceps together today. Focus on squishing out the lymphatic system. Focus on whatever knee is on top. That same elbow is now on bottom. We're going to open towards the heavens, pull down through the traps, sink back into the hips. If you want to tuck and wrap, that's okay. Just stay squeezing through those quadriceps. Squish out anything no longer serving your body. Replenish those flesh, blood, and oxygen through all extremities. Keep the toe where it is, forward fold. Grab a block if you need extra extension. Work into the back of the hamstring or the calf. Head hangs heavy. Good. Stay with that breath. We're going to go right into pigeon. So whatever foot is in front, we parallel it to the front of the mat. We move the other back leg out. Sink into the hips. Walk our shoelaces, untuck them behind. Stay with your breath. Prop where you need to prop. Connect to the earth. Figure four if you need to go on your supine position. Take 1 or 2 breaths here. We worked a little longer today, so I'm going to go right into final relaxation meditation. If you need to take a minute or 2, push pause on your tape and take that time for yourself. But When we need this extra meditation, I'm going to let you have what you came for, what you need, because it's a beautiful visualization today. Grab any blankets, smells, whatever it may be that you need into your practice. Prep however you need to. I forgot my blanket today, so I'm just going to grab a sweatshirt. Release your arms by your side. And then just take a moment to breathe and let go. Let go of your entire body. Bring all the awareness of your breath right here to your body on your mat. Good. Melt softly. Stay with your breath, palms upward or down. Wherever you need to ground or receive more light, more knowledge. Let go of your own body weight. Let your feet flop open and take your time to thank yourself for taking the time for your whole body and well-being, to follow your heart, your purpose, and your dreams. Maria Mitchell once says, to know what one ought to do is certainly the hardest thing in life. Doing is comparatively easy. But really, when we begin to rise, the stumbling blocks will file. We live in a time when the adversary and his band of fallen angels are very real. They'll do all in their power to try to tempt you, to discourage you, to pull you away from truth and light. And they'll try you even more when life begins to unfold in ways you didn't envision your purpose and beyond your control. So for today's imagery and current season, as we move into winter, I want you to visualize the roaring wind that you may have felt, well, I felt during the night last night, as it soon blows in the snowy storm. And maybe imagine a peak outside your front door, a mountaintop. It's your purpose and the product of your rise today in this visualization. So after fastening your poles around your wrist, even if you don't ski or climb, let's do it together today. Climb up the steep and slippery slope. Slowly but surely you take one step at a time. And the rhythm of your skis remain constant as they glide across the top of the freshly hard-packed groomed snow. The wind whirls light, misty snow through your hair that peek out through the bottom of your hat. And at first, this feels exhilarating, being on the mountain, but then it becomes quite challenging. And as you climb the first 3 steep hills, you slowly approach the second to last, completely worn out. Continuous, bitter, cold wind whistles across the once visible groomed run, and a storm is brewing. The darkening sky above seems to taunt your lack of energy here. In the form of black clouds and fresh flurries, these gusts of wind push you heavily from side to side, causing you to sway dangerously on the edge. And suddenly, you're nearly knocked to the ground, but you set your jaw into a determined grimace. You dig deeper into your purpose, into your skins, and firm up your foundation. Then you plant one pole and the other into the frosty white ground. You're not done yet. Your mind tells you you will reach the top, even if you are last up the mountain. Your arms and leg wobble as the snow-covered surface get closer to the ridge. You reach that left pole forward, hoping to anchor yourself, and the tip of the metal strikes a patch of ice, and you lose control. Shuddering with fear, you watch your pole descend the mountain, tumbling back down through the hills that you just fought so hard to ascend. Wobbling with only one pole, you almost fall, and you're stuck sideways, trying your best to ground the metal edges of your skis into the icy terrain as the wind beats upon you mercilessly from every direction. You realize you have a decision to make here. Do you try to finish the climb with just one pole? Or do you slide down on your bottom onto the flat ground, The latter means you won't see the top, and you know from past experience that all the effort that it takes to climb the peak is rewarded with an incredible view. So your grip tightens on your remaining pole as frustrated tears blossom behind your goggles. In this, you feel insecure. You think, did I have to face impossible challenges when after all you held steadfast to? Would you be rewarded with the triumph and peace found at the summit of the climb? And you let out a frustrated cry that's lost in the rustling howl of the wind. You've come too far to turn back, yet you're terrified to take another step for fear of falling, and most of all, failing. But it's then that you realize how much this tug, the adversary that discourages you of being ungrounded and unsafe on the mountain, but you also know another truth, that if you pause during the most extreme gusts of wind to secure your foundation and be still and stay rooted, you stay strong. The wind finally dies down and you straighten yourself to your full height, shaking off your fear. It is time to rise again. Once the calm settles on the mountainside, you continue on, and over you repeat the process with a single pole in the lows of a windstorm. And finally you find yourself at the bottom of the last battle to the top. Your body starts to spasm, too weak without the extra help of your second pole. But even with your stubborn determination, every inch of your chilled body is ready to collapse, and a tear freezes just above your cheekbone, never having a chance to trickle down your face. You want to finish, but you know you couldn't do it without the equipment that you had. You pause and look down the mountain and realize your fate. It's time to surrender. Pull off the sticky skins under your skis and ski back down. There's no other way. But what you don't know, however, is that God never loses sight of your potential, even when you have. And faintly in the background, over the roar of the storm, you hear a roar of an engine clouded by the wind and large flakes you can't see more than 10 feet in front or behind, no matter how hard you strain your eyes. But your ears hear more, and you finally make out an outline of a snowmobile as it approaches you. Did you lose something? A mountain operator shouts over the loud machine, and he reaches out. A gloved hand, you stare in disbelief, but with hope. It's your missing pole. Sudden relief washes over your exhausted muscles, and you can't believe that amongst the storm that someone had noticed. Someone had picked up your essential piece of equipment, but yet at the same time, you can. You believe in angels, seen and unseen, and with your heart bursting in gratitude, you thank Him for rescuing you. You secure your poles around your wrist with renewed vigor, and once again, start the ascent to the top. Stride by stride, you realize that just like the pole, you thought you were fine without and misjudged the importance of having God in all points of your journey. Your choice to let go for a brief moment questions your ability of leaving you alone for just a moment, but without Him, the struggle is demanding, painful, real, and challenging. There's no progress that is being made, but with Him, you can accomplish the task. The crest of the ridge is finally in sight as you round the top of the final climb, and the sunshine burns through the thick, stormy clouds. Your heart beats through your chest with the rhythm of accomplishment. joy and happiness radiate through your soul and thoroughly warm your body. You made it. You have arrived, and you are home. Gently and slowly start to wiggle those fingers. Bring energy back into your body with your breath. And slowly rotate to either side of your body. Bring this transformational vision in your heart. Plant a seed here. And as you nestle and nourish the seed, I want you to imagine just for a moment the man that showed up with your lost pole. In the moment when, after having done your best, you were ready to quit. It's often at these hinge point times that God sends aid in the form of angels seen and unseen. Why do you think this is the case rather than sending aid right away? Oppositions will come. It's what tests our persistence, but it turns us to Christ again and again. Caring too much about what others think keeps us settling for the status quo instead of reaching ever so. And focusing on your own glory limits your happiness for others. This can only be broken by love. So don't let other successes be to you a failure. Remember, we're all on a team to strengthen and help others. Bless the world and get back home. So let's gently and slowly pull up to a restorative seated pose. Closing off this practice once again, resetting and connecting with our breath, restoring our bodies in the way that it needs best. Connect with your breath, this lifeline to your heavenly home while you're away. Let's settle in and grab all that's good, all that's light. Pull it down and stop midway into the third eye chakra. Thumbs rest right between the two brows. Check in. With hope, with light, intuition, imagination, let the spiritual guide you and let you do what you were born to do. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Have a beautiful and blessed day.